What's up everybody, GamerProf coming at you with another video. This time I'm looking at my Newegg Shopping Cart. I'm probably not going to click order today. I want to give folks a chance to see this video and make some comments about my decisions and potentially make some changes based on that feedback that I get. But as of right now, this very second, this is sort of what I'm looking at. I've decided to go with that Fractal Design Define S case. I think it's a great looking case, and I'm thinking right now that I'm probably going to paint that case white with some sort of accents, some sort of striping or graphics or something painted on there as well. Still open to ideas and suggestions for what those things might be. I've got some sort of ideas in my head, and I'll probably come out with a video showing you what those ideas look like. I decided on the NZXT Hale 82. First of all, because Newegg's got a pretty good sale on that right now. For 75 bucks, they're knocking 25% off of that particular power supply. I think 700 watts would be plenty for this build. Even if I decide to upgrade the video card, I'm at this point not sure that I'll ever go SLI, but even if I did go SLI, I think that would still be enough headroom in terms of the power supply. And plus it's white, so there's that. If you want to check that out, I will click on that and show you a little bit more. So here's a look at the power supply. One particular picture I wanted to show you is this one. I really dig these modular power supplies, so you don't have a mess of unused cables, especially when you get into higher wattage power supplies. They'll come with 3 or 4 of sometimes of those 6-pin GPU cables, I guess you'd say, and if you don't have a modular one, then you've got to find a place to jam those things in the case, and that sort of defeats the whole purpose of this build. So definitely wanted to go with something modular. If you've got something else that you think is better than this, or if there's some reason why this is just a horrible choice, please let me know, but this is sort of where I'm leaning right now. I'll probably build with the stock cables to start with, although I think sometime in the future, once I decide sort of what accent color I'm going to go with in terms of the case and the liquid cooling and all that, I'll probably order some custom cables. There's a few manufacturers out there doing custom cables. They'll do custom colors, and they'll look a lot nicer in the case. I can specify the lengths and that sort of thing for those cables. But to start out with, I think this is a pretty solid choice. Going back to the cart, I went with Corsair Vengeance RAM, 16 gigabytes of DDR4. This is just a fun choice for me. There's a few extra bucks to get some LED RAM. It's got white LEDs in it. You can do red, blue, or white, but I think with my build, white would probably be the best choice. Moving on. The next couple of things in my cart are, of course, pre-order items, because the processors won't release until after March 2nd, and the motherboard, the particular one that I picked out from ASRock, actually won't ship until March the 7th. So I'm going to be waiting a few days after the official release date of Ryzen, but that's okay. No problems. And big surprise, I actually decided, I think, to go with the 1700 as opposed to the 1700X. The lower power consumption's nice. I think this will be more than enough power for my build. And plus, again, as I said in a previous video, I do want to keep this sort of budget friendly. This build's by no means going to be cheap. If you've looked at the GoFundMe page, it's looking like I'm probably going to spend around $1,000. But that's not an expensive rig either when you consider some of the rigs that are out there. So that's my choice for now. Let me know if I made the wrong one. As far as the board goes, I think I'm going to go with the ASRock X370 Killer. It's the AC board that does have the onboard Wi-Fi, which I think is a pretty nice feature. Plus the color scheme's really nice. It's got all of those white accents, which I think is very cool. I'm a big fan of having the Ryzen logo on the board. Honestly, the specs for a lot of the boards are almost the same, so I can get picky in terms of the colors and the RGB support and all of that. So here's some photos of that board. There it is with the Wi-Fi antennae installed. There's another look at it that gives you a pretty good look at the colors. I'm also a fan of the fact that ASRock puts the metal PCI Express slots on their boards. They do that on a lot of their boards, I've read, and it's pretty nice to have that there, because those plastic slots have been known to break. Again, plenty of USB 3.0 and 3.1 support, USB Type-C adapter there. If I decide to use the onboard audio, I've got the option of optical audio, which is pretty cool. I don't know why they put PS2 keyboard and mouse connections on there, as if anyone has a PS2 mouse or keyboard, but whatever. So that's it. That's going to come to a total, after a little bit of shipping, of about $752.80. That's going to get me where I need to be. I think I said this in an earlier video, but I'm going to pull out of my current build, I'm going to pull the hard drives and use them in this build, as well as that video card, that 1050 Ti. And I know that's a budget card, but again, this is a budget build. I wanted to pull as much out of this build as I can, but try to keep the price pretty low. So that's where I stand right now. A few quick reminders. Please go check out those other videos on my channel. Please subscribe if you'd like to see more of this content, and if you're excited about the build coming up, I will be doing complete vlogs of each stage of the build. So if you want a nice in-depth view, please subscribe. Also, new video updates will be going out on my Twitter at the GamerProf. Please follow me on Twitter if you'd like to see those updates. And if you could find it in the kindness of your heart to hand me a few bucks, you can do so on a GoFundMe page that I've set up. The link to that, as well as my Twitter, will be down in the description of this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.